Hi, welcome guys. In this exercise, we're going to talk about the storage account, getting the access on storage account via private, which we call secure connection over the Azure backbone network. You've seen in previous examples that we use Azure Explorer to get the access to our storage account, but that's through public. But what if you want to do it via the private access through our virtual machine? How can we do that? So the very first thing we need to do is create a storage account. We don't have any storage account at the moment. So let's just start with a storage account first. I'll call it maybe unique 123 because there's no same name existing with that. I'll give it low redundant storage. And I think the rest of the settings are same, so I'll probably just press review and create. So this will create a storage account. So while the storage account is creating, I want to create a virtual machine as well. I just want to make sure that I'll create virtual. Let's wait for the storage account to be created, and then we will create a virtual machine. Okay, the storage account is created. Let's go to create a virtual machine. Before I actually go to virtual machine, I just want to check if there's any virtual network created. Not yet. Okay. When we create virtual machine, it will create automatically by default. So let's go to subscription. I think we have RSG. We want that in East US. I want to call it demo VM. Doesn't matter whatever you call it. I want to have that as in Windows Server 2016. Need to change the size and give it the credentials. Okay, give the credentials, allow port, that's all good. Anything else? Go to disk, the same. Networking will create automatically by default like this in default subnet. Don't need that. Review to create. And it will create a virtual machine. So while the virtual machine is creating, let's go back to the storage account and add a file. Doesn't matter if you want to add a file to the file share or to the container. We just want to make sure that can we access it while through the private, the backbone network, Azure backbone network. So we'll go to container. I'll create, maybe say test one, create, and go to test one. Unable to upload. Okay. Do you want to check? There's something happened with the. It is created. Do you want to run some checks to detect? Okay, let's just run some tests. Okay, maybe just delete this one for now. Or maybe I'll create a new one just to make sure that I don't have any problem. Test one, create. Okay, what's happening? Okay, I'm able to create a container now. What is wrong with you? I mean, for now, I've just created a file one. Forget about container, I'm having some network issue at the moment. So I created this file in file share test one. I'll upload the file from my desktop. So go to desktop, I have this file template, and I'll upload this one. So we have a storage account. That storage account has a file called template.txt, and then let's see, using File Explorer, can we access that? So as we discussed in our previous exercise, to do that we can get the access key, copy that, open our Microsoft Explorer. As you there, if you open that one, and we provide an access key, and that's that for now it's a public one. So let's see if we are able to connect to get information with this one. Surely we will be able to at the moment. User storage one, click next. All we have to do is enter the shared access key, and I think its name is UNIQUE 123 UNIQUE 123, and we should be able to get access to our storage account. See, you can see our unique storage account. We go there and we created a file here, test1, and then we are able to see our file template.txt. So for now I'm just showing you that publicly that works fine. Now we have to create service endpoints, and how do we do that? Once we do that, we won't be able to get the access on this one. So let's close this one for now. The very first thing we have to do is go to the virtual network, where our virtual machine is linked with that. In our virtual network, go to the where is it? Service endpoints. So you go to service endpoint, click on add. We want it to do with the storage, so it will be Microsoft storage up here, and we need to use a subnet, which we already have for the RSGVnet. We want to use the one default one, and then we click on add. This is going to take a bit of time. Okay, as you can see, we have added our service endpoint here. The same thing we need to do in our storage account, so to link our virtual machine with the same network. So you go to the storage account, and in your storage account you will go to the firewalls and virtual network. So once you go there, you will see there's an option there, allow access from all network or selected network. Well, now this time we want the private one, so we're going to go to the selected network. And in here we say add existing virtual. We can create a new one, but we want because we already have a virtual machine, we want to connect it with the existing one. So the one we have right now is called RSGVnet, and then we have already got our default subnet. So you can see that here. Click on add. And here you can add the IP address where you want to get the access with and everything, but you don't need it. Anything else we don't need to do? No, nothing at the moment. Just click on save. So now we can see that the virtual machine and the storage account kind of share the same virtual network, and we added an endpoint here. Now what we have to do is go to our virtual machine, the one we created, and log in there and install an Internet Explorer. So let's go there, connect, go to RDP, download RDP, click on that, continue, give it a credential, test user, and then password. And then enter it. So what we have to do is we have to install Microsoft Azure Explorer in that, because we added an endpoint with this virtual machine. So I'll show you how it works. So here I have a virtual machine initiated. What I want to do is install the Azure Explorer. Okay, let's go. Just Google. I hate this one. Okay, so say Azure Explorer download. Let's see if this is alright. Where is it? There. Download Microsoft Explorer. No, this one. And here. So we go there. There is the Explorer. Download now. That should work. Download now. Yeah, for window. I need it for window and run. It's downloading. Install for me. That's okay. Okay. Accept. Next. I'm just gonna do some installation. Okay, the installation is done. Let's Let's start it. Before I do that, I need to go and grab the access key. So what I want to do is, where are you? So what I want to do is go to my storage account. That's my storage account, and I want to grab the access key. So here's the access key. I want to grab this access key, come back to my virtual machine, and then go to here and then say apply. Sorry. Yeah, this is where you say. So here I go to the access key, storage account name and key, I go to next. I entered my key and then I need to enter the storage account name. It was unique123, I believe. Hopefully I don't spell it wrong. So if I go unique123, go to the next, connect, and here we have our unique123, that's fine. And then if you go to the file share, we can see our template files here. To get it via the private one because we connected our endpoints. But let's try if we can get the same access to our public one now, see what happens to one of my main computer. So I use the same access key and then I open that in my computer. So Azure Explorer, so let's open this one. And let's see if I be able to get the access through this one, but I did not added any endpoints on that, so let's see. So go to use a storage account name and key, click on the next one. I enter this key here, and then the storage name, unique123, and then UNIKE123, and let's see if it let us grab the file. So we have our storage account, which is okay, but would we be able to get the access to the file? See, it doesn't let us. It says unable to retrieve the child resource, so we cannot do it because we did not added any end service points. So if you want to get the access to the storage point via a private way, which is called Azure Backbone, we'll have to add this whole service endpoints. So I hope this lab was, quite useful to understand how to deal with service endpoints. Thank you very much.